Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to do a video on this palette here. This is the Makeup Revolution X Maxineczka. She's Polish. She's a Polish YouTuber, blogger. She does makeup, so she's made her own palette with Makeup Revolution. I actually have Polish in me, so I should be able to pronounce this, but like I can't. But Maxineczka, I think. So I think that's a ch. I think. Don't hold me to that. I don't actually know. I did just check her channel. I did look at her page, her channel. She's a really good blogger. And she's created this Beauty Legacy travel friendly makeup palette. Now let me show you what it looks like inside. So basically you've got a highlight, a blush, a bronzer, and you've got 9 shadows here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers. So basically it's a really nice palette. It looks pretty nice. I'll see what I'm going to create today. But anyway, my base is done. I'm pretty much ready to go for the bronzer and stuff. So I wanted to get everything done, the base done first, so I could get started on the bronzer, then the eyes, and the rest of the face, etc. So I'm going to get started on this. They don't have any names. Oh wait, yeah they do, sorry. They have names on the actual palette, which I like. And this really does remind me of like a Too Faced palette. It's just that feel and the packaging. It's very Too Facey, but I like this. This is £10, so affordable. We know Makeup Revolution is affordable. Makeup Revolution has always been affordable from the beginning. So I'm just going to use this palette and test it out. And I have no doubts this is going to be pigmented. This is going to go nice. It's going to blend. It's going to go with my skin. So let's try it out. Alright, so I'm going to take the colour, the Grand Tan, which is obviously the bronzer colour. I'm going to take that on my brush. I don't know how much to pick up because I don't know how pigmented it is yet. But I'm just going to start bronzing. I'm going to start my forehead. Just so I can see how pigmented it is and what it looks like. It looks like a really nice bronzer colour as well. Very similar to my Back to Bronze by L'Oreal. Very similar. And then on the cheeks, just by the cheekbones as well, I kind of bronze contour if I want it to look light, like not too heavy. I usually bronze contour. I think this is like a perfect bronzer shade, to be honest. It's gorge. It's not too orange, it's not too cool, it's like perfect. I think the powder is not one of those formulas that if you tap it once or twice, you're going to pick up a crap ton of pigment, which sometimes can be very, very annoying because you put it down and you create this blob on your face. It's one of those pigments that you can kind of brush a couple times like that, and then just continue dusting on the face, and it's not going to look too heavy. And I kind of like that. But you know, each to their own. Alright, I feel like I'm bronzed up now nicely, so I'm going to move on to the eyes. I don't know what I'm going to create today. I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, I'm just going to go with it. So I'm going to start off by I'm going to take the colour here, which is called Ash, and I'm going to start putting this on my eyelids. So let's see what this is like. I'm going to start here, almost feeling where the socket is. I just want to start this off as my base colour. I was going to use the lightest colour, but I actually want to see what I'm putting down, you know. Now I'm going to take this colour here, which is called Petal. It's like a beautiful dark purple. And I'm going to place this all over the lid. Let's just see how pigmented this is. So I did a couple taps of that. Okay, so I'm just going to pat this all on the lid. It's pretty darn pigmented. So like from the outer corner to the inner corner, like that. Creating that little half moon. shape. And then with the rest of the product left on the brush, I'm just going to smoke that out. Don't worry if you make some boo-boos in here, it's easily fixed. So then we're going to go back in with the ash colour and we're going to blend all that out again, just so we have a nice gradient. With a smaller brush, I'm going to take the same Petal colour, the dark purple. I don't know if I mentioned that's called Petal, but it's called Petal. And I'm going to take that on a smaller brush and do that inner corner right there. Any of the delicate places really, and a slight blend. Now I'm going to take this colour here, which is called Brick, which is like a soft brown oak, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that right in between the ash and the Petal, so like a transition shade basically. I'm going to run Petal on my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take the colour Smoke, which is this one right here. It's again a smoky colour. It's the same as the name. It's smoky. It's sort of a muted dark grey. My outer corner here, I'm going to start to darken it. Slightly on the lower part of the outer part of my lash line. And then with a smaller brush on that inner corner. Now just connecting it all together very gently. This eye look has gone super dark, but let's brighten it up a little bit. So there's this light pink shimmer here called Crystal, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put most of this, well actually all of it, on the inner corner, on the center part of my eyelid right here. So I'm just going to pick it up with my finger. I'm just going to press it on like that. Very pigmented. It's a bit chunky, so it's more glitter-like. If you feel like you lost some shape or some shadows, just go back in with the same colours. I'm going to go back in with Smoke, which is the dark muted grey muddy colour. I'm just going to, you know, blend that out, because we don't want any sharp edges up in here, you know. And then back with Petal. I'm going to get some spray. This is the Revolution Pro Supreme Hold. I'm going to spray it on a brush like that, and I'm going to pick up some of that crystal. Oh, I've got some spray on here, but I'm going to pick up some of that crystal because I don't want no fallout. I'm just going to place it on the inner part here, because like when I look straight I want it all to be connected, so I'm going to add some of that right here to the center of the lower lash line. Now to finish off my eye looks, I usually put a inner corner highlight and an underbrow highlight. Now I feel like this is a bit too natural for me, so I'm going to use something else. I'm actually going to use the I Heart makeup, or I think it's called I Heart Revolution now. This is called Goddess of Love. This is their triple baked highlighter, Goddess of Love, Goddess of Faith, something like that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this on the inner corner. Just like that. I'm going to put this under the arch of my eyebrow as well. This also kind of blends the eyeshadow. Let me put some Barry M Bold Silver on my waterline. Because the centre of my eyelids are practically like a silver pink, it just goes together. I'm going to use the Sosu Primark Dubai lashes. These are like gorgeous looking mink ones. I'm going to use these. Okay, so while my eyelashes dry and get a bit tacky, I'm going to move on with the rest of the face so I don't waste any time. I'm going to take the blush here, which is called Love's Hue, which is a really nice like deep coral, yeah, deep coral, you call it a deep coral. I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply that lightly because it's a little bit too deep. I usually go for really light pinks because they really like, it's not too heavy. So I'm going to take a bit of this and see how that looks. I apply most of it here in this section so it kind of contributes to the bronzer. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more bronzer like I usually do. I always do this because sometimes I feel like the bronzer gets a little bit lost. Especially when you do your eye looks and you want the bronzer to be a little bit more heavy. This is exactly what I do. I just add more. And I love adding that to my forehead. Now for some highlight. This is called Pure Glow and I did swatch this. It's very, very finely milled. It's very soft, very gentle, very natural. So if you're looking for that va-va-voom glow, you probably want to look maybe elsewhere or maybe spray some setting spray on your brush or some water on your brush and maybe apply it like that. Then it will give you like that glow. But I do like the natural look. So I'm going to try it without anything. I'm just going to take some. It's a bit powdery, so you might have to blow off the dust. I'm gonna apply some of that. Like it's really natural. I do like natural highlighters though, so you know, there's some days I want to be natural and some days I want to be extra glam, you know? I want to be seen from the moon. But some days I want that natural glow. And this is one of those, which is really nice. It's giving my nose a little bit of a pink. It's giving my nose a pink tint. So I think it has a very peachy, it's a pink undertone highlighter. It is a pink undertone highlighter, but it is giving me a slightly pink undertone, an orange colour to my nose, so I might have to do something about that. It comes off quite pink or quite orange because now that I look at myself, the bronzer looks like it's a little bit higher when it's actually the highlight. The highlight has a really nice iridescent look. But when I look at myself head on, I can see that it has more of an orange undertone because it's made my brush kind of orange. So I think it might be better for medium skin tones or a little bit more darker than mine because you see on my nose it looks like I've got orange right on the tip of my nose, so I don't like that, but I can fix it. I'm just going to use the Goddess of Love highlighter and I'm just going to go over that, and then I might have to fix it with a bit of translucent powder, especially for my nose because I look like I've got an orange nose. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to go over the places that I already highlighted just to kind of get rid of that orange tint. Yeah, my nose looks so orange. Alright, so I've just about fixed it. I've added a lot of translucent powder to my nose, slightly contoured it so it adds a little bit more of a depth to the nose, a little bit more of a shape, just a little bit. And then I added more of that Goddess of Love highlighter just so it really shines instead of looking really orange. So that's something that you might want to look out for if you are going to use it and you are like a skin tone like mine. I'm an ivory. I'm number 10 ivory. I'm number 103 true ivory in Rimmel. I'm number F6 in Revolution Pro or Revolution foundation sticks and foundation. So if you want to, you know, you don't want to look a little bit like you have an orange tinge, then be wary of that. But other than that, it's still a nice highlighter, but that's the only thing that's put me off. And then some spray just to finish everything off. Okay, so I'm going to use the MUA Caramel Nougat Lip Pencil. It's very nude and it works with my lips. I love it, and I'm going to go with this. I want to keep it very light because of how heavy it is on the eyes. So I'm going to use this lip gloss. This is called Barry M Glossed Me Up in the shade Sugar. And it's a nice coral lip gloss. Just see how it looks. Alright, so this is the look using the Revolution Maxineczka Beauty Legacy palette. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I don't know my Polish lingo very well. But yeah, I did decide to go with a really neutral lip because it's very natural, and although it looks like a normal glossy, like a normal lip, like clear lip gloss, it is a little bit of a tint of pink. It's like a salt coral. So yeah, I wanted to continue with the glowy, gleam, glossy, shiny theme. So, or the look, because the eyes are shiny, everything else is gleaming. So I wanted to continue with it. And yeah, this is the look. Again, you might be able to see it's kind of orange down the bridge of my nose. That is the highlight. That's the only thing I could mention about it that's a little bit, because for my skin tone, like, I feel like this highlighter would match me perfectly, but it does have that slight orange tint to it. So I do like to layer my highlights just to have the full effect, the full potential to come out from the highlight. But as you can see, it does give off quite an orange, like, undertone, a hint, a tint, you know. So if you do have skin tone like mine, then yeah, that's the only thing I would mention, not to, maybe just to lightly use it instead of layer it up. But again, as a palette, it is very travel friendly. You've got a highlight, a blush and a bronzer, and you've got all these shadows. So I mean, if these are your go-to colors, then it's pretty much perfect. But other than that, I don't know if it's coming out in like Superdrug or anything like that, especially I don't know if it's coming out in England, but obviously I feel like it will come out in Poland. Why not? She's a Polish blogger. So I'm not exactly sure about that, but again, it's £10. It is so like cheap, basically, like it's very affordable. So for a nice palette like this, a go-to palette to create like a really nice look, I don't see why not. So this is it, and this is how I look like after it. This is my creation. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.